Hello Internet, Hewlett here with another Burn and Learn and 40 minutes. Again today, I got totally wrapped up in cell and molecular biology for dummies again. This time the whole process of photosynthesis and how we break down fats, and then moved into the whole plant thing where all of a sudden plant technology seems very cool to me. I should start by saying that this is a Burn and Learn, and this is my bit to stay alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son and to enjoy the coming twilight years of my brilliant, beautiful wife Jane, who was up leaping around the bedroom at about, at the crack of dawn this morning doing her 7-minute workout. So I felt felt very compelled to come down and do my Burn and Learn today. So you can thank her for that. The thing is, I hate exercise. It's boring, can't stand it, so I like to learn something while I'm doing it, and then I like to share what I've learned with you in the sweatiest way possible. And of all of those goals, it seems the sweaty part is the thing that I've really mastered. So as I say, 40 minutes today. It's just this. The person who wrote this book, I don't know, male, female, possibly a group of people, I don't know, has just done a fantastic job of making plants exciting, which is, again, and the whole sort of metabolism of the body as well is absolutely fascinating, and the whole process. It's neat to sort of read about the process of losing weight while you're trying to do it on a torture device, and where does that weight go? I've always wondered, where do those I always picture these pounds of butter, whenever I lose or gain weight, and it's the sweating, it's the respiration. I can't respiration, perspiration. It's amazing. I thought that was kind of fascinating that we could actually sweat out that much, although it's not that surprising when you look at me in these videos. But the whole idea that the biology as an exciting technology is fascinating to me because I've always sort of overlooked it. I've always been sort of seduced by the sexy robotic and electronic side of stuff, and really hadn't given biology that much attention until recently, the last couple of years or few years or so. And I'm just really appreciating what this book is doing to get me excited about that. I look at plants in a very different way now, you start as a writer. You start, and I haven't done a lot of writing, and I haven't planned on doing a lot of writing. But you start, you get in your head, and you start going what if you started combining prokaryotic cells with eukaryotic cells and create a plant-human hybrid, like Swamp Thing, who could exist on sunlight and water and a few minerals, and then it all goes bad and everyone dies because I still write it about a grade 4 level. But I love the way science can inspire the creative process, and how it is, as one of the owners of Open BCI, Open Brain Computer Interfaces out in New Jersey, says that science fiction is the first stage of engineering. It's dreaming, and so it's amazing to sort of work backwards and look at the science of what exists and see how could that be changed? How could be that manipulated, and how can we destroy the planet while we're doing it, or save the planet, as it turns out. If I get beyond my grade 4 writing skills, I might actually go on to try to come up with stories that are actually full of hope. It's funny. Writing really hasn't been on my agenda right now. It's mainly been. Well, it's all been just this educational stuff, which I absolutely love. I'd love to bridge the two at some point, but right now I really feel like I've got to get some kind of a sustainable way of doing this sort of educational or curiosity, inspiration-based kid stuff. And I got to figure out how to make it sustainable, because I don't want to have to keep taking off and doing jobs to make ends meet while I'm doing this stuff, because I want to focus on it. That's the goal. So anyways, I've got a little bit of time to think about that now, so I'm going to try to figure out some way of getting that to happen. I've been working on the logo, and I really thank you so much for the comments that you guys sent. There were some really, really good points there, and it's really, when everyone has a problem with the DNA strip at the top of its head, of the raccoon's head, I go, okay, no, that makes sense. So I'm going to change that, and I've done a tweak, which I'll share with you as soon as I can. So now I better get ready, because I've got the lovely and talented Maria coming to help clean up the place, and I've got to have the kitchen sorted, and I've got to have coffee ready for her. Otherwise, she's gonna walk, I'm sure. I've got Australia coming up in August. I am so looking forward to that. my son made me go. I was very concerned about timing and what I needed to get done, and he was like, nope, Dad, we gotta go. And I was like, okay, dude, I'm throwing myself straight into it. I'm really excited about it, but one of the inevitable parts of Australia is TimTams. So I want to make sure that I'm in training in advance, so I'm ready for the glorious taste of TimTams when I get to Australia. But don't bring them to me. Don't. I will find them myself because I have to be good about this. If you give me stacks of them, I'll eat stacks of them, and my son will eat them with me, and possibly my wife, and then we won't fit on the plane on the way home. Although that wouldn't be bad because I could just stay in Australia. Anyways, really looking forward to that. I think it's Sydney and Melbourne, two of my favorite cities. But we are not leaving it at that. We're gonna go traveling around about. We're gonna go walk about a bit. So can't wait. And just to see everybody from Stargate. It'll be kind of fun. Until we geek again, sweaty or not, I'm sure it'll be sweaty. Cheerio. Bye. Where's the off button? I don't know.